A few weeks ago, we overseeded our fescue in some of the areas that we killed out the encroaching Bermuda. We tried to overseed it last fall, but we let it get too dry, so we tried our second best time, and that was about early March. We tried a little experiment by putting over some of our shade cloth here. We want to show you what results we had. We worked up the soil with a rake. We broadcast in our fescue seed. And to help get a little better germination, we covered it up with some of the cover cloth here. And some of this is being sold now in the market commercially just for this purpose. But what it does, it helps moderate the soil temperatures by keeping the wind from blowing across it, blowing the seed away, drying it out, which we've had a lot of windy days. And it also helped keep the birds out and moderate our moisture. So we've got some of the fescue growing in here, and that was under the black cloth is real tall and lanky because it blocked out some of the sunlight. And then over here we've got some, but it's a little bit shorter, and it's basically because it received more sunlight. It also caused an explosion of our winter weeds, which mainly we've got henbit. And I want to remind you that when you plant new seed like this, you need to read the label on your herbicides, because 2,4-D is labeled for the henbit, but it can also kill out the new grass. So read it and see. Sometimes you have to mow it 2 or 3 times before you can use the herbicides. Other times you may have to wait a whole season. This is cool season weeds. They're going to be dying out pretty soon anyway. We are just going to start mowing it, and it won't be quite as obvious, but we wanted to show you what happened with the cloth. So in spot seeding, shade covers like that with the remay really do work and help give you some good control. Now our Bermuda grass is starting to green up, as you can see behind me. And that's the first clue that it's time to go in and overseed if you've got some areas that have died out. Now remember, Bermuda grass seed, there's only common, Cheyenne, and Guyman are the varieties that you can buy seed. The rest you need to put in propagules. Wait till the grass really starts greening up before you come in with that first fertilizer application too. Most of us fertilize a little bit too early, so we're going to be overseeding some areas, putting in some propagules, and when the grass greens up, then we're going to put our first application of fertilizer on.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.